Those of you who know about me, I grew up in Sacramento, California in the 90s. And Sacramento, California is a very different city than other places in the country. Now, of course...
Hey, man, I got a nice little show for y'all today, man. Got this little thick little jump. I know y'all boy gonna stay to see that little thick jump. She ain't my type, but maybe your type. She thick though, I ain't gonna lie to you. But she was basically humiliating herself, for invalidation from the other man. You feel me? Let's get into it and see what we on. But hey, I'm gonna drop y'all them bangers. You hear me? But O'Shea Duke, this is his video, so I gotta shout out that boy O'Shea.
Have African Americans like any other major city, but when I was growing up in Sacramento, we stood out for one reason. Not because we're the capital of California, but we led the nation in interracial couples. That's right, we found more interracial couples in Sacramento than any other major city in America. And for black men, it was heaven on earth. We would go to Arden Fair Mall, Sunrise Mall, Downtown Plaza, the Galleria in Roseville, and it's not uncommon to see a black man with a Filipino lady or a black man with a white woman. And sometimes you find black women with other races of men. But really what I always saw was black men, another race of woman. Whenever I did see a black woman with a white man, I noticed something immediately.
Yeah. In California, he not lying though. In California, there's a lot of interracial dating going on because it's a melting pot. So many different people.
She had to really change her behavior or reduce her being to be with this guy. What do I mean when I say that? When the black man was with the white girl, he was still himself. He didn't have to reduce himself to a lot of self-deprecating humor to get the woman's attention. The woman appreciated him just as he was. Now, I'm not saying this is always true for black women, but I did notice at times that if black women wanted to get with white men, they had to do something very stereotypical or had to do something racist in order to get this man's attention. Now, I talked about this particular incident a few months ago when Tariq Nasheed posted this video on his Instagram of this lady here.
I was still in high school. I was so desperate for male validation and attention. I used to have a thing with this boy and he used to call me the N-word and I just let him. Not only did he call me the N-word, but he wanted me to call him my master as a term of endearment, and I did. He'll be like, "What's up, my little N-word?"
You just would have to be a woman who has no home training and no sense to allow that to go down. Like, come on, bro. Like, man, bro.
Or my little slave baby. And I'd be like, "Hey, master." Unsurprisingly, it turned out he never liked me and I was just an inside joke between his friends.
That's right. A lot of brothers could not believe that.
Like, how didn't you know that? Like how you didn't know that from the beginning? Bro, like, this really pisses me off, bro. Like,
it's actually going down, but it's true. I've seen so many elements of black women that have done this just in order to get the attention of a white man. But this next thing is even shocking. There's a lady who is super thick. Booty clapping sounds. And she's going viral for making some very interesting statements with her so-called white zaddy boyfriend. I will warn you, this is shocking. Let's play the clip.
I'm a black woman that dates white men. Of course, everybody thinks he's my sugar daddy.
I'm a white man who dates black women. Of course, dudes be screaming at me, "I know you ain't hearing that right."
I'm a black woman who dates white men. Of course, he loves it when I call him massa in the bedroom.
Whoa, why would you say that?
Wait, I thought you liked it.
Yeah, I do, but we can't. This is for Instagram. You can't do that.
Oh, okay, massa.
I'm a white man who dates black women. Of course, I love her, even in her dusty Meek Mill braids.
Whoa, what the you say that?
Well, I do love you.
No. Why the
Because you got the braids. I love you.
people just do anything for content. They're just like, anything. I'm talking about just to get views, bro. I will never be one of them type of people. They just post anything. I'm like, bro, y'all want views that bad, bro? Like, The sad generation, bro. I swear.
No, everybody thinks this is my real hair.
Baby, no one thinks that's real hair.
No, they call me Dominican all the time. I'm a black woman that dates white men. Of course he can't season food for his mama ugly.
I'm a white man who dates black women. Of course she's 2 hours late for everything and never tips. Is that good enough for you, huh?
You know it.
What? Oh.
Now, if you've seen my channel before, I've talked about these sorts of relationships in the past. There's a lady by the name of Olivia Dees Bishop, and she doesn't like dating black men, as you can see here.
This is why I still say black males are the most feminine males on the planet, because they're the only ones who really like to so you would like some feminine. Oh, you wearing a white man's hair. Oh, you trying to look like a white woman. Like, are you trying to be a white man, but you can't? That's really what the problem is, and you're jealous that black women can wear wigs and weaves, look pretty.
And what sentiment does have you ever seen a black man want to be a white man? Just let me know, because that's what she said. And what sentiment? I just, you got to show me examples of this. You can't just be saying stuff. You got to show us examples. You feel me? She just talking.
They can beautify themselves, get other races of men, okay?
But she's always getting rejected by white men like this.
Today is different though. Today he's seeing his friends. He has a lot of friends and they're going drinking. And I even jokingly said, hey, why don't you send me some tipsy drunk texts while you're out? He's like, oh, I definitely will. And this was like at 11:30 this morning, and I haven't heard from him, y'all. It's about 3 o'clock now, bitch. It's been 4 hours, and it's making me angry because I know
she gonna sit up here and say she only date white men but get rejected by. It seems like you ain't date nobody. But you better go somewhere. First of all, you're not even good looking. You need to take who you can get.
I know how I used to be when I would drink. I remember back when I was a drunk. The person who was on my mind the most, I would drunkenly text. So I'm not on your mind, it feels like, okay? And I know I have BPD, I know I have bipolar, I know I have all these issues, and I get that I have issues, and I'm probably spiraling for no goddamn reason. And maybe he will text me this evening or something, but it makes me feel like, I don't know, I just hate feeling like I'm neglected, almost. Even though I have not been with him that long, it just still feels like neglect.
And of course it's sad, she keeps doubling down, trying to find white zaddy everywhere she goes, but no cigar. But let me just say this as a black woman who is out here doing all of those things just to get a white man. I just have one question. Would you believe that this particular white man respected you? And it's interesting because those are the same kind of ladies that when you talk about black men, they start talking very negatively about them. They start talking very, very negative about the black man. He's lazy, he can't do this, he can't do that. All sorts of situations that you see. But see, what we're not talking about is once you go to somebody else's community and you start talking down on your own people like that, and you start reducing yourself to that level of worth, well, you know what? They start treating you like that. And I'll give you a good example of who's about to find that out. Candace Owens. Rewind! Now, we already know that Candace Owens loves taking her shots at Black America. This clip is...
O'Shea, I can't go with you on Candace Owens, bro. I rock with Candace Owens. Candace Owens stand 10 toes on whatever it is she's speaking on. And I really listen to her, and she do not attack Black America. To me, I think she's for Black America. She's just conservative. You can't put... she's saying what a lot of people are afraid to say. So I really rock with Candace Owens because she speaks... What she speaks, she live. She ain't no chameleon. She stand on it. You ain't seen her change. You feel me? So I rock with Candace Owens, man. I really can't shade Candace, man, for real.
Talking.
It's a broken culture, it's a broken society, and hip hop is hurting things. But I also want to talk to you about something I've realized. Even if Black Americans...
Is she lying? Is it not a broken culture? Is it not hip hop ruining a lot of things? Look at the hip hop. Look at the Sexy Red. What they pushing? Is that not the truth? We talk about it on the channel. Is that not the truth? Hip hop, Cardi B, all of these pushing that agenda to our women. And think about the young men, that gangster culture pushing all that to our young men. So it ain't a broken culture. It's not. We always talking about the culture. Did she just lie in that clip? Did she just lie? She did not lie.
Aware and know their history, right? And you can get Black conservatives who understand the history much more, who understand, the ills of the left and what the left has done. But still, in that regard, they bring to the conservative side the same bad habits that I was hoping Black conservatives would be abandoning. And what I'm talking about, number one, is conflict resolution. Black Americans do not know how to resolve basic conflicts. Everything has to turn into a fight. I hate you forever. You got to draw lines. It's like you're this gang or that gang. And you still see it happening in politics.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is she lying? Is she lying? Was that a lie what she said? Like, y'all got to break down things. Is she lying? Is that not an issue us in Black America got to deal with? Learning how to resolve conflicts. You know how many friends I got in the hood right now who in jail? Because they didn't know how to resolve a conflict peacefully. You know how many people going to jail right now in our culture because they don't know how to resolve a conflict peacefully? Look at all the beefs going on in rap music because they don't know how to resolve a conflict peacefully. Is she lying? She's not lying, bro. She's telling the truth, and a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. That's why I can't speak ill of Candace Owens. I just can't, bro.
Will go in front of anybody that's white and talk about the problems that Black people have. But if you've noticed that Candace Owens is doing all of her interviews in podcast rounds right now with Black media. She's went to Joe Budden. She's went to The Breakfast Club, although they're owned by whites. And then there's a rumor that she'll be stopping by Club Shay Shay, which is all Black owned. What does that mean? That Candace Owens, who got her Negro wake-up call from the Daily Wire, once they figure out that they don't need you anymore, then you're gone. And Candace Owens will be cut off from white media forever now. You'll never see her on Fox News. You won't see her on The Blaze. The word is out, okay? The Jewish community is going to come after anybody who gives her a job, period. They'll be cut off. And Ben Shapiro.
But you got to realize, why did they cut Candace Owens off? You know why? Because she stood on what she believed in. She did not sway to what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? So they cut her off. You got to realize Candace Owens has been trying to get to the Black media side to speak her truth. She's been trying to, but they weren't allowing her to. So now they cut her off, right? The Daily Wire cut her off because she did not sway to their agenda. She spoke what she wanted to speak, what she felt. She stood on it. And then now, after that happened, Black media is allowing her to come on the spaces. And that's exactly what she wanted. But even in the Black media space, she is not changing her stance. I feel like that is good for our people. Candace Owens is an upstanding Black woman who stand on what she believes in. And like I said, I think that's what we need more of. You feel me? And I'm a Black man from the hood. I just look at things. I'm from the hood for real. You feel me? And I stand on that, but I'm not finna let just what media say about a person to sway my judgment. I went and looked into her myself, and I think she's good for us. That's my opinion, and I don't care what y'all think about it, but I don't see her in anything how she's harming us.
Get rid of her. He didn't really have an option. It was either get rid of her or he would have to pay a big consequence, and that consequence wasn't worth losing whatever he had built in the Jewish community. And this is the same thing that this lady who's out here doing this for this white guy, she doesn't understand what's going to happen to her. And really, you're not going to get any respect. All right? You're out there doing self-deprecating humor for a guy. And I'm going to be honest, if you've seen this guy, if that was a Black guy that had those same equivalent looks, we all know that Black man would have never gotten any attention. We all know that. We know that is true. It is completely 1,000% true. Most ladies would have never given a guy like that any sort of opportunity. It's the truth. But because the guy is Caucasian, okay, well, let's go ahead and do it. And I'm here in Africa, and I can tell you all the time, I see chicks all the time that they're with dudes that's like 70 years old or whatever. You hardly ever see them with 70-year-old Black dudes, but they be out there holding hands with them. Why? because there are different rules for white zaddy than for your people. But the thing is that everybody knows when you talk down on your own group, you don't have a community, so then they don't respect you. And Candace Owens is about to find that out, just like this lady about to find it out. So guys, what do you think your boy should do, Jackson?
Yeah, I rock with the video. I rock with O'Shea. But I just don't feel like you can compare them two. That's two different whole scenarios. You feel me? Because Candace Owens don't talk down on the black community. You just got to listen to her. She really not. She's trying to uplift. She's pointing out the problems within the black culture. And a lot of black people don't want to hear that. You feel me? But hey, we'll get into that on another time. I need to create another. I got a political channel. You feel me? But I just haven't been getting time to really do that because I'm so focused on this channel. But thank you guys for watching the video, man. And hey, be safe out there, King. See you guys next video. Let's get it.